cemetery. You know what they say? People are just dying to get in. Wait a minute. What's that? What is that? Oh wow. I think I was meant to watch this. Hey guys, this is Deathvulken, and I found this in the graveyard. It's called The Beyond. Looks like it's a DVD. Yep. Looks interesting. What else is in here? Soundtrack. That's really cool. We'll listen to that. Wait. There's something else. It's a note. It says, Deathvulken. Watch this movie and share its awesomeness with the world. If I find you put it back in the graveyard, I will get you. Love, Lucio Fulci. Weird. I guess I gotta watch this movie and share it with you guys. Hope it's good. Okay guys, I just watched that movie. It's pretty scary, but it also is really cool. I have to do some research on it, but I'll get back to you and I'll share what I found. So I did some digging and I found this book online. It's called Splintered Visions, and it's about Lucio Fulci and his films. And it has some information about the Beyond. So during this review, I'm going to be probably using information not only from my own opinion, but from the guy who wrote this book, this book is written by Troy Howarth. New Orleans, 1927. A lynch mob attacks a reclusive painter named Schweik in his hotel room at the Seven Doors Hotel. They believe him to be a warlock, and that he is trying to bring evil upon the area. Schweik condemns the attackers and warns them that the hotel is built atop one of the 7 gateways to hell. Their actions have the potential to open the door, and only Schweik knows how to save them. They carry out their execution anyway. Decades later, Liza Merrill inherits the Seven Doors Hotel from her uncle and sets about trying to restore the place. Strange events conspire to keep the hotel closed, and Liza turns to Dr. John McCobb for assistance. The two of them will soon face an onslaught of horrors as Schweik's prediction begins to finally come true. Inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, Lucio Fulci's The Beyond is an experimental piece in which the viewer is brought into a nightmarish reality by loosening the grips of logic and de-emphasizing the plot. In the opening scene, we are shown just how bad herd mentality can be when the townspeople attack Schweik just for being different.
You ungodly warlock!
As you can see, they beat Schweik mercilessly. take him downstairs and dissolve him with quicklime.
You are Liza, aren't you? Yes.
We encounter Liza. Liza has inherited the Seven Doors Hotel.
Good morning. You the plumber?
Hi.
Joe, right?
Yes, ma'am. What's the trouble?
No thank you. I'm afraid I can't tell you. Nothing comes out of the faucets, and yet, somehow the basement's flooded.
She's also inherited the workers. And despite the fact that they're kind of creepy and sketchy at best, she keeps them on.
I made this little pathway to the far end, just for Joe.
Arthur! What are you doing in my room?
I was looking for keys.
Liza provides this film with a powerful positive force, and arguably she's the strongest character, despite the fact that the forces of evil limit her. When Liza arrives to the hotel, it's not in great shape. There's a leaky basement. The place needs to be cleaned. It looks like it's been abandoned for years. And she has to renovate the place. So she plans to do this, but ultimately this is a failed plan. People start to get hurt. Bad things start to happen. A plumber named Joe, who attempts to find a source for this huge leak in the basement, ends up getting killed. Hey man, gouging my eyes out's gonna cost you extra. Gonna cost you overtime, man. So after Joe dies, the maid Martha shows up, and she hardly even reacts. I mentioned earlier that the people that Liza kept on are weird. I feel like she's clearly hiding something. And her assistant, Arthur, he seems to have a couple marbles loose, if you know what I mean.
I was looking for keys.
As our story progresses, the world around Liza seems to become more and more dreamlike. Because blind people just like walking in the middle of the road. That's normal, right? So let's talk about Emily.
My name is Emily. I've been looking for you.
Emily was featured at the beginning of the film.
Woe be unto him who ventures near without knowledge.
Which takes place 40 to 50 years before this even happened. So yeah, that, and she hasn't even looked aged a bit. So is she a ghost? Is she a zombie? I actually don't know the answer. I would like to think that maybe she's a ghost, But can ghosts be killed again? Anyway, she warns Liza of the evil, tells her to get out of the hotel. But being the traditional horror movie character that Liza is, she ignores the warning, of course. Then there's Macabre. Macabre is your typical horror movie hero, or rather the parody of one. He's macho and rugged for sure, but he's kind of foolish. He ignores what's right in front of him because he doesn't believe things that are supernatural or logically possible. Liza, by contrast, chooses to believe what she sees, other than the occasional dismissal to avoid looking like that guy.
There was another book here. A different one.
You want to buy the book?
No, not this one. The one that was here before, just a second ago.
That book's been there for 2 years. Nobody wants to buy it. It's very nice, though. Very, very interesting.
As I've already seen from Joe's unfortunate fate, Lucio Fulci has a fascination with eye trauma. Just look what happens to Martha and Liza's architect, Martin. And by the way, those spiders are 110% real. Well, most of them. Hey, if eye trauma is not your thing, there's always Headshot. No, not that one. This one. On a serious note, I think this movie is a great film. I've been pointing out its flaws, but honestly, I think those flaws contribute to its unique character. And after learning the director's purpose, that he intentionally tried to make a film that loosens the logic and de-emphasizes the plot, I can understand why it's weird, and it's kind of neat. I mean, I guess the only thing I wish is that directors today would make that bold step to make something like this, or try to push the boundaries of what traditional films are. And that's why I think The Beyond is so great. And so I have shared the awesomeness that is The Beyond. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It certainly was fun making this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. You don't have to, but it'd be nice. And feel free to comment. Thanks, guys.